Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge, Juan Soto. All 3 cards featured in a variety of slab packs. Here's the Soto one. Can you read that estimated value for me, Todd Father? And we'll start talking about Soto first. What's the estimated value that people have a chance to get a hold of if they grab this card in a slab pack?
$22,000. It's a gorgeous one, too, because he looks young. He looks like he's 12 in there. I like that. What is that, first Bowman right there? Wow.
Yeah. Bowman Chromeo, baby. 9.5 grade. Signed. 22 G's estimated value. We'll
find that one, Bradley.
I got to check. Yeah. I got to check my stats. I mean, whew, you pull that, John.
Yeah.
That's serious.
You're juiced.
That's big.
All right, so here's what I want to do. I want to go down the line here on these players. So let's start with Soto because we don't do this very often. I want to take a very big picture approach to Soto. Todd Father, Juan Soto's Mets tenure is a success if blank. This actually applies to people in the hobby that are like, if I get a hold of a nice fancy Juan Soto card, how can the value go even higher? Obviously, there's obvious answers like MVPs, World Series. Like, give me specifics, though. What has to happen for you to look at this and be like, holy cow, this contract was worth it. This player is one of the best ever.
Taken away from winning a World Series, pretty much the ultimate prize, right? Is that what you're saying?
No, you can say World Series, but like, is one okay? Is one MVP okay? Just like, what has to happen over the next decade or so for you to be
forget about the individual accolades for now. For me, it would be a World Series title first and foremost. It would be winning division a handful of times, not just once. And then we go back to the individual stuff. Maybe a 60 homer year, 150 RBIs. Like there's something he's got to have something insane going on there. He is making this. I know pump the brakes maybe, but he's making a lot of money. And for cards, to keep going up and up, you're going to need to put some kind of crazy stat up there. But ultimately, a World Series championship and him taking off is going to make those cards worth even more.
To make the card worth the most, HOF. That's easy. Like, he's got to be a Hall of Famer. That would be the apex of making that card worthwhile. For the contract to be worthwhile, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say if they're still able to sign other superstars. Because if this contract inhibits the Mets, which I don't think it will, from signing other superstars, then it is a burdensome contract, no matter what he does on the field. But if they're still able to sign other guys, this contract has already paid for itself because it now puts the Mets on the map as the team that is going to be a destination because we have Juan Soto. We have one of the top 3 hitters in the game, year in and year out. Of course I'm going to go sign a 4-year contract. Juan's still going to be in his prime. Of course I'm going to go sign a 4-year contract. Juan is 3 years away from, finishing his Hall of Fame career. People will want to play with Juan Soto, and that alone will be worth the contract because you're getting so much surplus value out of this contract, and that's what everybody wants, surplus value in all contracts.
Okay, there you go. And so far, they've been able to obviously put a nice team around him. I mean, they're paying a lot of money to a lot of other dudes, so we'll see if that continues. I think it will, but good call on both. All right, let's get to Ohtani because this is one that you can pull in the slab pack that was dropped today. Todd Father signed Ohtani. Rookie.
Wow.
Estimated value is
$28,000, man. This is awesome.
So we're looking for the diamonds, is what you're telling me. We're looking for the diamond.
The diamond multi-sport pack. There's an Ohtani card in there, and you have a chance to win it. And those drops are Tuesdays and Fridays actually during the show. So if you pull one during the show and you send it in to us, like tag us on Instagram, then we'll show it on the show. Even if you don't pull one of those and you pull, a $2,000 card, we'd be like, cool, we'll show it off. Anyway, Ohtani, here's the deal. Yesterday, he spoke to the media about some potential changes. I'm interested to get your thoughts. A lot of guys try and get rid of the windup, right? For a variety of reasons. Maybe it's consistency. Maybe they think it'll keep them healthier. Bob Nightingale with the tweet from the Shohei Ohtani quote because he pitched out of the stretch with the Angels. He's been experimenting with a full windup. Remember, he joins the Dodgers. He hasn't pitched with the Dodgers yet. I'm sure the Dodgers have their own guys that are telling him and girls what to do and what they think he should do. So in bullpen sessions, he's been tinkering. And he said, as part of it being a baseball player, I do want to explore different options, different avenues to see if I could grow as a player. And they were going back and forth with him, Kratz. And he essentially said that he's going to try this out. And there's not that much trying out, say, in the minor leagues or even in spring training, because he's going to basically kind of rehab as he's a hitter. So I think this is going to be a thing, at least for a little bit. He might ditch it in 5 seconds if it doesn't work. But are you good with this? Because it's Ohtani and he can do whatever he wants.
I'm good with any player that's at this elite level. Something that Japanese pitchers do a really good job of is understanding the balance and how they need to be in a position to throw the pitch. How they get there, saludamente.
Excuse me.
As they get there, I think it changes for each of them. And when he says he's from the stretch, he still has like a rock, kick, and go. And maybe from the windup, he can explore how this, maybe alleviates some pain from his elbow or alleviates some stress from his legs or his arm, because he's creating a little bit more momentum and it's less of a push and drive. Obviously, this dude is smart. Yu Darvish was one of the most athletic pitchers I've ever watched from afar, where he would go out and throw however many pitches he threw the day before, right-handed in the game, he would go and throw them on a flat ground left-handed. So when you're talking about elite level guys that know what their body's doing, these, Shohei could probably turn backwards and still be able to figure out how to throw a pitch.
Good call. Hey, Top 5, I'm going to get you to judge. Last one here, a little Ruby card action. Estimated value 15 G's on the little Ruby card plug today for the slab pack on Arena Club. Yes, these are real cards, people. Blockchain technology, you keep them in your showroom. If you want the card, you let them know. They send it to you. You want to pull one of these and then sell it through the app. Awesome. All right. Here's my question for you on Aaron Judge. It's a legacy question again. He's a Yankee. The Yankees have a history of a lot of World Series wins. Obviously not much in the 21st century besides 2009. Given that the Yankees are almost always in the playoffs and Judge is one of the best players in this era, does he have to win a World Series for us to look at him as legend status, or can he just be a stud and it's baseball? It takes more than one player to do this. The reason I ask this differently from others is because you get so much time in the playoffs. He has had some recent downs in the playoffs. So in your mind, when we wrap up his career, does it have to have a title?
Oh, man, that's a tough one, because I think, you're judged on how a bunch of things, how you were as a teammate, you're judged on your performance, and you're judged on, accolades, whether it's singular or plural. When I mean by that, World Series, Hall of Fame, home runs. So he's got that in the bag. I think, honestly, he's a stud, man. And I don't know what else he needs to do in the regular season besides put up 40, 50-plus home runs each year. But a World Series would be huge. And, I think we brought him up already. I think of Donnie Baseball, man. He was absolute stud. He did well. I didn't put up the home run numbers, don't get me wrong, but he was somebody to be reckoned with. He didn't win a World Series, not in the Hall of Fame. I think he should be. But, my opinion really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we knew him as an absolute beast, and he was one of the great Yankee baseball players. And it's gonna have to be World Series for me, for sure.
I'm with you.
Todd said with his chest.
Yeah, he did. I'm totally with you. Just based on
that's not taken away from how nasty and good of a baseball player.
You said it.
Of course.
No,
I don't put that same onus.
Win.
I agree. And I don't put that same onus on every player. Mike Trout, when he had his glory days, didn't have the supporting cast at all. It's not like Judge had the perfect supporting cast for all these years, but I do feel like he's going to feel it more than some others just based on the uniform. That's me. All right. Anyway, Arena Club, thanks for helping us out with this segment. Yes, the cards are real. Blockchain technology helps you keep them in your showroom on the app. You want the card, you let them know it happens. Okay. Use code FOUL, FOUL, to receive 20% off your first slab pack or card purchase at arenaclub.com/foul.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content. We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.